We're at the Westin Galleria Hotel in Dallas. It's September 2013. So we're going to have an interview with Grand Tuhon Gaje Supremo. There have been some people who, at certain seminars on certain techniques, they say things like, oh, well, that wouldn't work. So how do you respond to something like that?
There are several categories of questions they may be asking that this technique does not work. The question is, how do they know that it doesn't work? Because in my system, I make it a point that every technique works, because this technique has been there for a long, long time, from our great-great-grandfathers to the present time. And this technique has been put into a laboratory, it has been tested, and it costs lots of lives to perfect one technique. Because our procedures in terms of using the technique is, we use only the 3 seconds. We go that in 3 seconds, we have to control you, demoralize you, or kill you. We don't waste our time, playing around with so many process of getting into the direct point. We are geometrically equated in such a way that before you raise your weapon to hit me, I know already where it's coming from. So we know how to destroy that. Our principle is functionality, operability, and non-counterability. These are the 3 procedures that we do. We can exchange our offense and counter-offense, and you may counter my offense and recounter it. But in the wrong process, I will operate within that function, and I see to it that I will destroy you after completing the operability. So as far as the technique, a question of technique doesn't work, and I don't believe in that, because maybe some other people using a technique that is not operable, so they say, well, it does not work. Well, the question is, it doesn't work because it has not been tested. It doesn't work because you cannot prove to me that it can work. But if you can prove to me that it can work, then I am convinced. Question is, how would you be able to prove to me that your technique is going to work and my technique is going to work? So there are techniques that you question, but don't question the technique of pekiti-tirsia.